I mean, I think the hot topic was right before the break. They got to the whole thing, the confrontation between Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. Tina, how do you think Elizabeth handled it, and what are your opinions?
My blood is boiling.
I know.
How do you think I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
She doubled down on the lie.
Let's now turn to an issue that's come up in the last 48 hours. Senator Sanders. CNN reported yesterday that, and Senator Warren confirmed in a statement that in 2018, you told her that you did not believe that a woman could win the election. Why did you say that?
Well, as a matter of fact, I didn't say it. And I don't want to waste a whole lot of time on this because this is what Donald Trump and maybe some of the media want. Anybody knows me, knows that it's incomprehensible that I would think that a woman could not be president of the United States. Go to YouTube today. There's some video of me 30 years ago talking about how a woman could become president of the United States. In 2015, I deferred, in fact, to Senator Warren. There was a movement to draft Senator Warren to run for president. And you know what? I stayed back. Senator Warren decided not to run, and I did run afterwards. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by 3 million votes. How could anybody in a million years not believe that a woman could become president of the United States? And let me be very clear. If any of the women on this stage or any of the men on this stage win the nomination, I hope that's not the case. I hope it's me. But if they do, I will do everything in my power to make sure that they are elected in order to defeat the most dangerous president in the history of our country.
And what really pissed me off is the moderator came back after Bernie said twice I never said that. The moderator pretty much ignored what Bernie said and said, how did it feel when Bernie said, as if that was a statement of fact?
So Senator Sanders, I do want to be clear here. You're saying that you never told Senator Warren that a woman could not win the election.
That is correct.
Senator Warren, what did you think when Senator Sanders told you a woman could not win the election?
I disagreed. Bernie is my friend, and I am not here to try to fight with Bernie. But look, this question about whether or not a woman can be president has been raised, and it's time for us to attack it head on. And I think the best way to talk about who can win is by looking at people's winning record. So, can a woman beat Donald Trump? Look at the men on this stage. Collectively, they have lost 10 elections. The only people on this stage who have won every single election that they've been in are the women, Amy and me. And the only person on this stage who has beaten an incumbent Republican any time in the past 30 years is me. And here's what I know. The real danger that we face as Democrats is picking a candidate who can't pull our party together or someone who takes for granted big parts of the Democratic constituency. We need a candidate who will excite all parts of the Democratic Party, bring everyone in, and give everyone a Democrat to believe in. That's my plan, and that is why I'm going to win.
Elizabeth Warren has latched onto this lie so much that she is far beyond the scope of going back on it, and now she has to continue doubling down and tripling down on this lie, and so now she looks disgusting to the rest of us, because I went from being disappointed and upset at her, but not surprised, to being like, okay, now you are echoing Hillary Clinton's words. You're echoing these CNN pundits that go and talk about Bernie bros and about how we're all sexist, misogynists, and discount the fact that we're women, mainly women of color, mainly poor people. And she's going on that narrative just like Hillary Clinton did in 2016. Nobody's buying it. Bernie laughed. He's like, I don't understand how anybody could even take this seriously. And I'm just disgusted with her. That is the word.
Yeah.
Disgusted.
I am so disgusted I can't even find the words right now.
Well, just to set the record straight, I defeated an incumbent Republican running for Congress.
When?
1990. That's how I won, beat a Republican congressman. Number two, of course, I don't think there's any debate up here.
Wasn't it 30 years ago?
I beat an incumbent Republican It's congressman.
And I said, I was the only one who's beaten an incumbent Republican in 30 years.
Well, 30 years ago was 1990, as a matter of fact. But I don't know that that's the major issue of the day. I think what the major issue of the day is, does anybody in their right mind think that a woman cannot be elected president? That's enough. Nobody believes that. If Hillary Clinton got 3 million votes, more votes than Trump. So who believes that a woman can't win? Of course a woman can win. But the real question is, how do we beat Trump? And the only way we beat Trump is by a campaign of energy and excitement, and a campaign that has by far the largest voter turnout in the history of this country. And I believe that our campaign has the strongest grassroots movement.
Thank
we
you.
have been endorsed by many grassroots organizations.
Senator
That's why
Warren,
we
I
win.
want to give you the final word.
So I do think it's the right question, how do we beat Trump? And here's the thing. Since Donald Trump was elected, women candidates have outperformed men candidates in competitive races. And in 2018, we took back the House, we took back state houses because of women candidates and women voters. Look, don't deny that the question is there. Back in the 1960s, people asked, could a Catholic win? Back in 2008, people asked if an African American could win. In both times, the Democratic Party stepped up and said yes, got behind their candidate, and we changed America. That's who we are.
You know what the really funny thing that
Her
really struck by a
character.
lot of people, and this is so funny too, because this is what I'm thinking. When she said that she was going to support the shitty trade deal, that Bernie Sanders said, no, we don't do any trade deal unless it involves something with global
And he's
warming,
right.
with
And
climate
he's
change.
right.
Tom Steyer agreed to that. Everybody else, no, they're for it. Like, I think Ron Placone even tweeted, it's a shitty idea, but I'm going to support it anyways. But the thing that really doesn't surprise me is
Right.
that today, Tulsi Gabbard had a town hall with somebody she supported for governor, Dennis Kucinich. I remember this. Elizabeth Warren supported his opponent, Richard Cordray, whose biggest
That's
knock
right.
was he was a pro-fracking Democrat, and it makes no surprise that Elizabeth Warren supported him. So you can see what a fugazi she is inside and out, and what you ladies just
Fugazi.
said, it was
Yeah, I'm done with
terrible.
her. I'm
She
done.
doubled down on the bullshit, on the identity politics. I mean, she's gone.
That's
she's
all they
lost.
have.
But it's not even that she's doubling down on identify. She's flat out telling a
She's
lie, and she
lying.
Yes,
doesn't
she is.
care. And what really slays me is she's lying about somebody that has been nothing but kind and respectful
And even
to
now,
her.
he's kind.
Even
and
now, he's
respectful.
not even going after her. Look, can I tell you right now, if that was me on that stage, I would have owned her 6 Ways to Sunday.
Oh yeah, and the whole
She
Any
would have
Blue
got
Will
a
Do-
Guinness down her freaking head. Like
The Any Blue Will Do is what she's saying is that any blue except for you, Bernie, because I'm going to use something that can be
yeah.
so destructive, so harmful to say that you're a misogynist
And
pig
she's-
that you don't think a woman could win.
And you know who she's
That's
helping
terrible.
right now? She's only helping two people, Biden and Trump. She is not
Exactly.
doing anything to further our progressive movement. This is so disgusting.